will it do anything? Oh! Receiving your content. There we go. Now it should be live. Let me stop the music real quick. See where I'm at. Nice! And the lag is not that bad. Thank goodness. Alright. I'm like echoing now. Alright, let me pull up you on the watch page so I can see the chat. Put my music back on. Alright, so no one's in here right now, but that's fine. I still want to stream today. And I'm gonna be working on finishing up the sketch and working on probably line art. I think I'm gonna take it into Clip Studio and line art it. I'm listening to Sonic Mania Vaporwave in the background and it's incredible, so whoever comes in here, enjoy that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started since I am now live. For anyone who might stumble across this archive footage later on, I am Deja Doodles, and I'm working on my webcomic Leftovers, which is a Hoenn-based Pokemon comic. It's not a Nuzlocke, because I'm not playing a game for it. It's actually just an original story that I'm working on. But it is 3 years in the making, and I plan on finishing it, because that's why I started the project, because I'm so used to like starting stuff and just not finishing it at all. So this is like a challenge. I really need to look into some boxing reference. Just for like fighting poses and stuff. Let's see. Sonic Mania soundtrack, man. It's fire just in general, but slowed down is even better. That's me though. I know a lot of people don't like Vaporwave. Whoa. I'm gonna get rid of that G too. Toma. I guess Tama. Had a really short stream today. The last one was 4 hours long, but I'm gonna only have this one be 2 hours just because I have company coming over. Going to watch some Detroit Become Human. Which I've been obsessed with lately. Detroit Become Human. It's fun watching other people play it and just the different reactions that they have. It's like a psychological study, sort of. There's so many different outcomes to the game that no one plays it the same way. Pretty great. Also glad I got my mic fixed, 'Cause the last stream was very robotic, not in a good way. I have to scroll down. I wanted to put this whole gym battle in one update, but I also want to get this update out pretty soon. So just gonna have to deal with stopping a pretty good spot, but not the end of the gym battle like I wanted. We already had we have round 1 in this one, but round 2 will be in the next update. I was like, why is her mouth open? She doesn't say anything. But she does say something. My bad, y'all. I'm working off of a hand-drawn sheet of paper thumbnail right now. It's good because it makes it easier to stream it, so I don't have to sit here and think on stream. Like about what I want to actually draw. Got some good green hair going on. Oh yeah, my Buffett. Never trust somebody with a square head. You're not wrong though. Cohen can be a little bit of a blockhead. Let me stop. That was horrible. I can't believe I did that live. Who am I? Welcome, Emily, my Buffett. 2004. I'm glad you stopped by. I know what you're thinking. I know what question you want to ask. The answer is nothing. I always underestimate the size and space of these speech bubbles. Drawing for 500. I'll take going to sleep for 1,000. So I'm, to people who are just watching this and not looking at the chat, I'm talking to someone in the chat right now. I realized last time when I was going back over my video that it's like I'm talking to people, but it sounds like I'm talking to myself. There's actually a chat going on. I don't know if live chat is enabled on my stream or not because I'm not like a YouTube partner or something, but just so you know, I'm not completely crazy. I'm not gonna say I'm not crazy at all because that's a bald-faced lie, but I haven't lost my whole bonkers, just a piece. Oh man, Act 2 of Chemical Plant Zone is like great, regular, but slowed down. It's like, oh, I'm just anticipating it. I'm sorry. You ever do that thing? Anybody who's watching this and draws, you ever do that thing where you have your hands, like you're trying to figure out what's going on with hands in general, so you use your hands to draw someone else's hands? I just did that just now. I was like, what side is his thumb on? I gotta stop doubling my letters. What is it? Something about the smoothness of drawing on this tablet that just makes me keep on rolling. Is it coming? Oh, here it comes. His face. too worried there. Every time I work on a new page, I'm just like, wow, Cohen's kind of an asshole. A little bit. Just a tiny bit. He's gonna get better. He's getting there. They just met him like 2 days ago in this comic. It seems weird because I've been working on, they've been on Duford Island for a long time. Like, as far as me putting pages out goes, but they've only been on here for 2 days, and they just met 2 days ago. So the team dynamic's gonna be a little rough. It's gonna be a little hard. I gotta remember that. Because I'm thinking so far ahead sometimes as someone who knows, like, everything that happens in the story. And I'm just like, wow. Like, looking back on it in retrospect, like, looking back on yourself in middle school, where you're just like, wow, I was really a dweeb. What do you say? What move should I do? What do you say? What do you want me to do? I think you say, what do you want me to do? Ooh, Studiopolis! Oh, cool. I can see how much lag there is. Like, there's not much at all. That's beautiful. Yeah, prime time. I like this track too. So groovy. This is where the conundrum comes in, because I'm like, do I put a back view of Asadi here talking and looking over, or do I have Tama, the other Makuhita, and Broly? Because Asadi is going to refer to the other Makuhita, this guy here, and be like, yo, I have an idea for how they're gonna get out of the situation. But I'm like, I feel like there's so many back angles already that there's a better way to convey that. Yeah, I'll just do the back view. Oh, I know what I can do. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be from this angle, because Sadi is standing over Cohen. So it would really be like... I'm looking up at her. Should be adjusting his clothes or something, I don't know. Should he still have his arms crossed? No. He's probably doing the, probably doing that hand thing by now. Not as much. Oh, I should blur him, actually. Idea is just crazy enough to work. Yeah. Oh, that would be more of a Kiba thing. Kiba would be like, oh great. She's more impatient than Kohen is. Let's see. Oh man. Flying Battery Zone Act 2 is great. Hello! Mav is here. Thanks for coming along. I can actually interact with you guys in the chat now because the lag is not super bad. Let me go ahead and save this. You came in just in time too. Just in time for me to finish thumbnailing and move over to the video portion. What happened? Oh, is my Bluetooth being weird? My mouse. Yeah, it is. Alright. Oh, it's over here. That's right. You're gonna see my background real quick. Hard Hank! Come on. You got it. There we go. Oh, it doesn't do the weird full screen thing. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yes! There's no more echo! I probably blew your ears out with that yes. My bad, y'all. Let's open this up. You got a Clip Studio. I have faith in you. She's trying with all the stuff I have up right now. There we go. Oop. Oh yeah, Matt. So I'm listening to the Sonic Mania soundtrack, but Vaporwave, and it's pretty great. Because apparently in Sonic Mania Plus there was a Vaporwave mode, but they took it out. The fact that it was even in there is really funny. Alright. Sketch frames. Now we can move to the line arting bit. What is this? Oh. The last stream. Delete. Is this the white background? Yes, it is. Oh, wait. same thing here. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Name you frames. So glad there's no more echo, honestly, because I went back and I was listening to the last stream and it was so sad. The old cartoon, which one? Do you remember? Was it the if someone tries to touch you in a place that's something something, that's no good? I can't remember the whole line, but was it that one? Because that's a gem. And there's also Sonic Underground, which is like a travesty. I didn't grow up playing Sonic, actually. I didn't become really a Sonic fan until last summer, when I heard the music and I heard that it was inspired by like New Jack Swing and just a lot of R&B and stuff. I was like, ooh, I like that. And it's really cool how they incorporate it too. Now, what size do I want these frames? That's good. Sonic Mania soundtrack is pretty great though. You should definitely give it a, like the regular one, a listen. This is the slow down version. There we go. Yeah, that's good. I don't know if it was too thick, but it's fine. Move this out of the way so I can see. There we go. I feel like these lines are too thick. I'm gonna roll with it. Should I? I should. Oh, that box is wonky. Character, it's fine. Oh, should I also do one of these? What am I doing? I could just... There we go. This guy. Oh no, I can't because it's so wonky. Alright. Oh, this eraser. Yeah. There we go. Oh, West Garden, Act 2. Oh, Sonic X? Oh man, I have a... See, okay, when I got into Sonic last summer, when I was into the whole music thing, the first thing I watched was Sonic Boom, because I'd heard terrible things about Sonic Boom and I wanted to laugh. Because I, like a lot of other people, used to just have this massive, like, hate boner for Sonic for some reason. But then I started watching Sonic Boom and I started laughing and I was like, oh no. So I got more into it and I started watching Sonic X. Now Sonic X is so much a project or a product of the early 2000s. And I was watching it, I was like, wow, this is taking me back a little bit. Because I remember catching it on 4Kids every now and then back in the day. But I was never really big into Sonic, so I didn't really care to watch too much of it. But from what I saw, I remember being like, I could really be into this if I knew what at all was going on. If you ever go back and watch Sonic X, which I don't know why you would unless you were really interested in the history of Sonic like I was curious, but I definitely would look into watching the... Should I do this now? Yeah, I would definitely look into watching the Japanese stuff of it, because, oh my god, Sonic's voice in Japanese is precious. I forgot, what is his name? I can't remember what his name is, but it's wonderful. It's a great voice. Oh, I really can't remember what his name is. I'll think of it after the stream, probably. I feel like this is okay. Just went on a whole tangent for Sonic X there for a second. That was weird. Open this up a little bit. Oh, I remembered it. Okay, his name is Junichi Kanemaru. And he put so much heart and soul into Japanese Sonic, it's not even funny. Just the English. Oh yeah, Boom is kind of wild, because it's you have to not take it as a part of the Sonic franchise. Boom is to Sonic what Teen Titans Go is to Teen Titans. Except I think Boom actually does Sonic some good. The cartoon actually does Sonic some good, because it actually has some nice things to say. But then again, I haven't seen much of Teen Titans Go, but what I have seen of it is mostly them being like, people hate us because we're not the thing. We're not regular Teen Titans, and we don't care. Da, da, da. It's a lot of self-deprecating humor, but it doesn't seem like it's really coming from much of a good place. That's a horrible squiggle. Hold on. I should just copy that one. Yeah, I might do that actually. But yeah, Sonic Boom is pretty funny. A lot of mature humor, and humor that you would only get if you were familiar with the Sonic franchise. Like, there's a whole episode dedicated to Sonic fanboys, and it's based off of, I think, Misery? The Stephen King novel Misery? Where the chick she's like his #1 fan, and she takes him hostage and breaks his legs and keeps him in her, like, basement or whatever. And it's just, like, spoofing. It's really funny. Kinda creepy, though. And by kinda, I mean super creepy. Like, really creepy. Why draw this whole thing again when you have copy and paste? Oh, my Buffett slash M. Are you talking about my whole misery description of the misery episode? It's just Sonic Boom. I mean, Sonic it does have the potential to get, like, darker, but Sonic Boom, they mess around with a lot of weird things. Like, one time, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all went on vacation. They had, like a bro trip or whatever. And they were trying to, Amy and this new character named Styx were trying to look out for the village that they all stay at. And they were like, we need to make sure Eggman doesn't come around. So Amy was like, oh yeah, I'll just use my Sonic doll to distract him on the edge of the village. And it's like, where did you get the Sonic doll from? And they acknowledge that it's weird, but they don't acknowledge, like, the fact that she has the Sonic doll. What did she do with it? You know what I mean? And then at the end of the night, you see, or the end of the episode, you see Eggman carrying it off, and you're like, what are you doing with that Sonic doll? And he's like, I'm going for a research. And it's like, okay, Sonic Boom, I'm on to you. Going for research. Freaking weird. And it's like a life-size Sonic doll. It's not like a little plushie. It's a full-size Sonic doll. Which makes it even weirder. It's like, it's something about y'all we don't know. Spent way too much time on that. Whoa. Of course. Where else could I be going with that? You have a research doll of me? Same. Likewise, friend. Line arting this is going to be... So I don't know if anyone else has this fear. Like, Mav, I know you're an artist. Emily, you're not quite an artist, but you... No, yes, you're welcome. All of them. But I know you probably get this with, like, writing final drafts. Whenever it comes to line arting, I get really, really anxious. And, like, I'm even just line arting on the stream, which is probably what I'll end up doing after I frame it, if that doesn't take until 5 o'clock. But I get really, really nervous, and I'm like, I have to be in this weird headspace where I'm just like, get it done, you know what I mean? Like, if I procrastinate it to the point where I just want to get it out, so I have to sit all night and just do it. Force myself to do it. I can't ever just line art in a casual setting, it's so weird. It's like the stress feature of being an artist. Finish it. I know it's probably the same for you, with, like, writing final drafts. Because you don't want to mess it up, you know what I mean? That's my thing. Like, my sketches are so cute, I wish I could just color those, but... can't. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. The thing with Leftovers is that, since it's like an improvement project, I don't want to sacrifice quality for, like, quantity or quickness, which is why it takes me a little longer to get the pages out, but also why it's always changing. I'm always trying different techniques. This so far, though, is a really fast technique, and it allows me to get the type of quality that I want. So I'll probably be in this style for a little bit, with some tweaks, though. Yeah. Like, if you sit down and you try to do line art in one night, and you sit down and try to do the line art in one night, and it's like, I only have 4 hours, I can't do it now, and I'm like nervous and I'm gonna mess it up if I don't have a whole night to just spend dedicating to it. Also, how do I decide how to frame a page? So, I went over this kinda last time, in the last stream, but basically, I kinda think of it like a movie. Like, different frames or different shots. So, you got, like, this part here, where Kiba is kinda feeling it right now, like she just got gut punched. So she's, like, on the ground, like, what the hell just happened? I made the frame squiggly. That would be kind of like a shaky cam, like a handheld camera sort of thing, or something like this here, where the paneling is much more dynamic because it's a fight scene going on. Or this here, where it's an establishing shot, so it's just a square. Everything is very straightforward. But this panel is much bigger because it's an establishing shot. So I want to get the whole feel of everything. And plus, when people read it on DeviantArt, which is where I post it, it's gonna be zoomed in to about here. So I'd like for people to be able to scroll down and then have just that right there to take in, look at. That's the establishing shot. It takes up most of the page, and then they can scroll down, and you got, these two frames fit in the page because they're I forgot what they're called. Shot reverse shot. So like if you're watching a movie or something and it looks at one person who's talking, then immediately cuts to the other person that they're talking to. That's called a shot reverse shot. Steve Universe uses that a lot. Whereas something like, let's say, well, okay, even on this panel here. So shot reverse shot would be like if Brawley was talking, and then Asadi was talking, and then Brawley was talking again, and I cut back to him. But here, it's not quite that, because he's the one who's talking. But, yeah, long story short, I kind of think of it like a movie. There's a really good book on, paneling and just framing things in general. It's called Framed Ink. I forgot who it's by, though. It's by, an ex-Disney storyboard artist. The cover is like black and yellow if you look it up. Framed Ink. Creating Stories, I think is what it's called. I have like a weird intuition when it comes to framing things. I think it's just because, we all watch movies, we all take in like media and stuff like that. So we all know how something should look. Like, if something is horribly edited, we might not know what to call it, but we'll know that it's horribly edited. So, I think it's, like, part of that, that intuition. But, as far as, like, framing and stuff goes, like, I have a really bad habit of, when I'm doing, let's say, an action scene or whatever, like the one up there, it was just, like, diagonal panels. That's where research comes in it, because I looked at another comic. It was a Detroit fan comic, and they had dynamic panels, and you can frame your art in whatever you want to frame it in, and it can either help or take away from what you're trying to say. So, like, after watching that, or after reading that comic, I went back, and this was just another, like, diagonal straight panel. I went back, and I fixed it. And I kind of gave it a little wiggly, little impact lines there, because I felt like that would be way more dynamic. But again, that came from research. Like, I didn't think to do that immediately first. That just comes from me building my visual library, which I think I want to do more often anyway, because like, just looking at comics in general, there's so much you can learn about framing and storytelling just from reading comics. I've never been a huge comic reader. I've been mostly a manga reader, and it's the same general idea because it's still paneled storytelling, but it's not directly the same because Eastern methods of storytelling and Western methods of storytelling are actually quite different. I went on this whole tangent about framings. I hope that helped, like, at all. Alright, now we can move to the next one. I go on these tangents a lot, actually, during these streams. I don't mind it, though. I like helping people. And, I kind of, like, once I go through this whole art thing and, make a living doing art and all that, I kind of want to be either a college professor or like a teacher at some kind of place. Just because I feel like as artists, it's our duty to pass knowledge on. Yep, that's too big. There we go. I mean, like, everybody, it's their duty to pass knowledge on. That's just preparing the next generation. But as artists in particular, because it's so easy to go to a university and get, you know, a college degree in something, but not really get the knowledge. Like my school years. Did part intuition, education, and influence you to be a professor. Oh, thank you. I'm trying, honestly. Like, I don't have a teaching degree or anything. I just have a degree in digital art, but I would like to teach somewhere. Like, I was actually gonna look into either next semester or the semester after that, if I'm still in the area. I was actually gonna look into going back to Towson, back to my old college, and being a teacher aide or something. Because, like I was saying, that kind of goes back around to what I was saying earlier. My college experience, it was just like 4 years of babysitting. Like, I got my degree, but it didn't really mean anything. I didn't learn much. It was just a state college art degree. We learned how to, you know, do woodworking or pottery or whatever. And I'm saying those are, you know, lesser arts. You have to be really skilled for those. But it didn't teach me what I needed. It was just like a throw shit at the wall and see what sticks sort of thing. And I'd like to be able to give people an education, or help give people an education that pertains directly to what they're studying, or what they want to do, especially when it comes to like real world experience, because we didn't have a lot of like teachers who were in the field currently, or like even recently. I think most of our teachers have been teaching for a long time and hadn't actually been professional artists for a while. So they couldn't tell us things like current trends or techniques, or, you know, like we're still learning how to do basic stuff in Photoshop, in like the most basic form of Photoshop. So you really had to teach yourself. It was kind of wild now that I think back on it. Like, how did we survive that? I hope y'all are jamming to these tunes, because I am right now. Hydro City Zone is what this is called. Act 2. Such a good tune. Oh, another thing on framing, since I'm down here at this panel. So I was sitting here thinking, I was like, should I just make this smaller because her face is over here? But I like the idea of her being kind of in the corner and then having all this space that's just empty. That's kind of like she has found like some kind of solitude, some kind of like peace of mind in what she's about to do or say. It's hard to explain. It sounds kind of cryptic, but. And even like here, like I'm gonna blur him out like a camera. Depth of field going on here. Alright, so I am framed up. Now I need to save these. No, don't save it as a. Oh, okay. Oh, it did save it as a PSV file. That's probably not gonna open up. Save as a Clip Studio file. What another great jam. Hello, Sapphire. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Where are you? Are you just on YouTube, just chilling out, or are you somebody from DeviantArt that I would know? I ask because there's like people in here that have like commented on my pages and stuff, and I recognize their usernames, but I don't recognize a Sapphire. If you're new, welcome. Thanks for the compliment. Oh, you're Emily's friend. Oh, you must be up to no good. I see you guys. Have I met Sapphire? Like in person? Yeah, you guys came to gang up on me. Get all of my tips. Do I do backgrounds as a separate? No, I haven't met you? Oh, okay. Oh, you're that new friend, I see you. Oh, I hope I meet you soon. Or if not soon, then sometimes. Oh, you haven't met Sapphire in person either. Well, then we should all have a meetup, clearly. Let's see. I gotta see how I set my file up, I forgot. Whoop, this is... Oh yeah, this is the art. Okay. Sapphire, this is one of the last pages that I did, if you'd like to take a look at, like, what it's gonna look like finished. Alright, so lines... Okay, so I didn't do a background line, right? Whoa. Alright, so I didn't do background lines. No, I didn't do anything. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can do this now. Oh, here's Knuckles. Very cool. I like how round things are. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have a very round, bubbly style. It's funny because people's art styles tend to look like, tends to reflect who they are, what they look like. And I look very much like Asadi, so I have a really round baby face, even though I'm like 23. So my style, I guess, is just round. I don't know why that is. It's the same thing with like writing, where you, your style of writing kind of reflects how you talk or how you look. But I don't know how that translates to drawing. I guess you draw what you know. And I know Babyface and Chub are you 15 when I'm actually 23. That's a weird ear. See, here comes the stage fright. Is it 2? Yeah, it's correcting. It's auto-correcting itself. Let's see. Turn you down to 24 there, buddy. How did you go from 25 to 23? Okay. Not that's bad. Gonna be some questionable anatomy here, so get ready. Oh, back views. It's so hard. Decent. Oh, he has a collar. Hold on. Oh, Emily, I haven't shown you like some of my newest art. You wanna see something kinda cool? So I'm like, right now, my desk is against a wall, and on that wall I have references of my characters. Hold on, let me find it real quick. I haven't shown you the lineup, the new lineup. Where are you? Is it in concept? There we go. So yeah, so right now I've got like on my wall, I have this printed out, and I'm just kind of referencing it because I don't know how to draw my own characters. So yeah. Got everyone, different shapes and sizes. Here's Asadi, my main girl. And I'm currently drawing Brendan here. So I'm just like rapidly looking up and looking back down. I don't know what's going on with her hair back here, but okay. But yeah, it's right above my desk. And then I also have other shapes on here? Is that... Oh, okay. Oh, I know why that is. Hold on. Oh no, okay. Never mind. Oh, there they are. Taking a slight detour here. Boop. Alright, so... Thank you! Asadi is way more precious than she needs to be. So, before I drew the actual characters, I drew their shapes in Illustrator, just so I know, when I draw them or when I sketch them out, what shapes to just put down automatically. Animators do this too, where they have each character is made of a set of shapes, so it makes it easier to redraw them again. I don't have, Danny, Brendan, and all them over here yet, because I think they're on a different layer. Yeah, they're on a way different layer over here. Here they are. Oh yeah, I've been since I started my job, I started doing a lot of cutting corners as far as setting things up goes, because you know, when you're at work, you can't just sit there and do things at your normal speed. Like, time is money, so I've learned a lot of shortcuts. I don't think his nose should be there. I want to erase that. I know, right, Sapphire? You really don't. You see maybe the same 4 body shapes. Also, I feel like his cheeks should be here. I hope you guys are ready for this. It takes me so long to do line art, especially not on like live. I'm getting a little bit of stage fright. That's better. But yeah, you don't really see a lot of body shapes. And when you do see people trying to make body shapes, it's usually very typical. A very typical sort of thing. It's almost like having black people in media. You have one stereotype, you know what I mean? Like, there's only one type of fat person in media. Or there's only one type of skinny, like, nerdy guy in media, you know what I mean? There's no super amount of in-betweens that you see. I feel like that door should be not there. Ooh, I need vending machine reference. So I know what I need to do here. Where you at? There we go. I've got like 15 other tabs and 2 other windows open on my other screen here. just so I know what a vending machine looks like. These lines are so thick. These panel lines are so thick. You're gonna hate me, but I feel like I need to go back and make them smaller. You're gonna hate me. I'm gonna hate me. It's just more work. Do, 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 do. Is something... Hold on. Is this... Change image resolution? Can I do 300? No, I feel like I need to do 6. But... Oh, you know what? If I do 6, that's probably why it looks so weird. Because it was twice as... Okay. Now I know what's going on. So if I put this on 10 now... Oh, it makes the same type of line. What about 7? A little thinner. Okay, Oil Ocean, I hear you. Came in strong. These lines just look really weird. They're not nearly as smooth. Wait, what happened? Okay, y'all see that too, right? Like they're super pixelated. That's weird. Hold on. Something is afoot. What happened to you? No, it's not my anti-alias. Huh, that's weird. Alright, I'm gonna exit out of this. Do not save. Oh, you know, maybe... Well, it was like that before. It was like weird looking before I resized it too. I'm gonna try to resize it before I put any marks down on the canvas. Let's see. That's weird. 03. That very well might be though, Mav. It might be because I just increased the pixels per inch. The resolution. Oh my god, I had a brain for it. Yeah, I increased the resolution to be twice as much, so it might have stretched it. Oh, you know what this means? I'm gonna have to draw the this all over again. Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Oh, it saved it. Okay, it saved it as PS4. PSB. Oh my god. All over the place. Let's try again. Also open up this guy here. Did this save the frames as well? I wonder. Okay. Yeah, okay. I did not save that. Okay. Autocorrect, smooth, hard outline. No, none of that. None of it. Yeah, so that's right. Okay. Studio does this weird thing where it messes with my screen resolution whenever I try to do something to big files, like change the resolution or save them as a TIFF or PNG or literally just saving them at all. It always messes with my screen resolution, like it stretches it and then it freezes for a little bit. Gotta get a little freeze in there, and then it does what it needs to do, but not without giving me a hard time first. There we go. Try you. Make sure. Yep. Oh, is Lava Reef next? Am that far in the soundtrack? Alright, go ahead, stretch the screen. I know you're about to. Oh, Act 2 is next, okay. Huh. Okay, am I back? Stream went offline for a second and Clip Studio Pro is doing something weird. That was odd. Oh, you know what? Maybe the whole thing froze. Studio Pro is just being that ornery. There we go. Let's try this again. I thought it was my Wi-Fi too. I was like, am I connected to Trinity? Or... because Xfinity will just connect us to the hotspot instead of, you know, the internet that we actually pay for. They'll just throw us on the hotspot and forget about us forever. So I was like, Alright, let's try 10. See what that looks like. Oh my god, okay, so I literally, I didn't change my resolution, so that's why it was so weird and pixelated. But I didn't change my resolution like right? No, hold on. That is honestly so weird. I don't know why my stream keeps cutting out. I feel like if it's not one thing, it's another. Between the stream cutting out and me not knowing why my computer is doing what it's doing right now, I don't really know what's going on. Let me open you back up again. I don't think these lines are that pixelated. Oh, maybe they are and I just never noticed. Wow, that was a waste of time. Okay. They're just that pixelated and I never noticed. That's fine. What's important now is that I just go back and reframe all of this. Cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks better though. That looks way better. Thank you. The cool thing with Clip Studio is that I know you're not an artist, Emily, but Mav, if you use Clip Studio, you might know about this already. But the cool thing with Clip Studio is that you can just do one of these numbers here. Here, there we go. And then whereas like any other program, you would have to go and make a layer underneath and color it manually. Like that, and it takes a lot of time. You can lasso it and do all this other convoluted stuff, but you don't have to do that in Manga Studio. You can just set your line art layer here as a reference layer, and then you can make a layer underneath of it. And you could just use the paint bucket and just fill in the color, and it works beautifully. Now you get a little bit of anti-aliasing depending on where you what you set your settings as, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, you do not know that map? It's awesome. Honestly, it makes things so much faster. So that's how I've been coloring like my past 2 pages. Well, not even my past 2 pages. My the entirety of chapter 7, minus I think the first couple pages, were colored using that method, but using it in Photoshop, or not Photoshop, in Illustrator, because Illustrator has a similar thing where you can use you can draw your lines and then select them all and turn them into live paint, and then you can use the paint bucket to do that, to do the just fill color thing. Now with Clip Studio, you'll have a little bit of anti-aliasing, unless you turn that off, but you'll still have just a tiny bit, depending on what your background looks like, what your background layer looks like. Oh, what are you doing? Clip Studio. Let me work. I just want to zoom out. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to proceed to do these frames again. And yeah, honestly, with the anti-alias thing, like I said, you can kind of turn that off. And then after that, the only thing you have to really do is just, if there's certain areas, like let's say I color somebody's under their neck, I color that black. You just have to make sure you also paint bucket that area, because that'll separate it, because it's another line. So it'll separate that area. But if you don't paint bucket it, it'll just be like spots of white or whatever your canvas background color is underneath the little black neck area. Hopefully you know what I'm referring to. I do that a lot, like I shade underneath the neck. But honestly, doing that beats having to lasso everything and having to lasso and color everything. It beats it by far. So I would sooner take having to go back and color everybody's neck before I'd go back to painting manually. Although I do a little bit of painting manually, and I kind of want to start doing it again. As far as like painting in blush and light and shade and stuff. The cool thing about Clip Studio too is that since it's an actual painting program as opposed to Photoshop, which is like a photo editing software, you get things like the blending brush and like oil brushes and stuff that are already in there that you don't have to mess around with a whole lot of settings with. Hold on. Oh man, it's 4:23. Wow. Oh, these lines look so much better. They're so much better. My goodness. Wait, didn't I change? I did. I changed this last time. Oh, there we go. Oh no. What's that? There you go. Yeah, it's so crisp. So, well, I mean, there are little pixels in it, but nothing on what they were earlier. Yeah, resizing it after, or before I put down any lines, really helped, actually. I gotta remember to do that next time. Of course, I'll probably just repeat the same mistake again. And I'm like, I wonder why it's pixelated. Let me go through the settings. Sonic music is so good. Mav, even if you don't like go watch Sonic Boom or Sonic X or whatever, you should definitely check out the just any soundtrack from any game. Sonic CD is my favorite soundtrack, but if you like retro style music, or if you just like, you know, even if you like rock, they call it butt rock, cause it's like cut my life into piece, like stuff like that, where it's completely ridiculous and it's so indicative of the early 2000s, but because it's Sonic, it has like less edge than it could. But Halo. Oh my god, I totally love Halo the Hedgehog. But yeah, check out the music, it's great. Sonic music is incredible. Like, the games might be hit or miss, but the music though. This does sound a little bit like Halo. It sounds like the it's just the instrumentation of it. It sounds like, it's not Master Chief's theme. I can't think of what it is. The menu theme? It's giving off that vibe. I love Halo. I don't even know if that's what you meant, but that's how I took it. It's so funny. Yeah, right? So this music belongs to a stage called Lava Reef Zone, and it is basically it's the hidden temple level. So they did a good job. Oh yeah, so in Clip Studio 2 you can work at 600 DPI, like easily. Ooh, Metallic Madness. I'm sorry, I love this song, y'all. But yeah, you can work at 600 DPI easy. I don't know, I haven't tried that in Photoshop. Can you do that in Photoshop too? It's 600 DPI is so excessive, but I started working at it and I love it. Actually, okay, this song is like great slowed down, but it's even better when it's regular speed, so hold on. Yeah, this is the Sonic, Sapphire, this is the Sonic Mania soundtrack, but slowed down. It's the Vaporwave version of the Sonic Mania soundtrack. I need to, let me find Metallic Madness. I'll show you acts 1 and 2, because 1 is great, but 2 is fucking fantastic. Alright, here we go. This is like regular speed. Yeah, no, Mav, I feel that. I just got a desktop specifically for doing work. Like, I have all of my stuff saved on a hard drive, so I don't have any excuses for, like, I can't work at the DPI level that I want to work at. But I came from an iMac, and woo, buddy, 150 was pushing it, let's be honest. This song, Plaster Pandemonium, what is that? Plaster Pandemonium. This song just sounds like Delinquency, I love it. Actually, no, this sounds like a, that's what, oh, like Metallic Madness and Plaster Pandemonium. I'm on to you, Emily. I'm on to you. That's the slowed down version. It's Plaster Pandemonium. I want you to know I'm gonna be laughing about that for the next week. Like, I'll just be at work and it's just gonna hit me out of nowhere. It's funny because so right after Sonic Mania came out, there's also a game called, came out called Sonic Forces. And it's like, you know, oh guys, look, that turned out much better than the last one. It doesn't have to be too good. It's a freaking Versus sign. But, yeah, so a game came out right after Sonic Mania that was called Sonic Forces. And Forces is in like, oh, we got an army, let's raise an army. But the game is questionable, I'll be honest. But somebody made a fan game of it, and it's like Sonic, but made out of like chunky clay, and it's called Sonic Suggests. Because everyone was doing this stupid thing where they were like, Sonic forces me to play Sonic Forces, or Sonic forces me to review Sonic Forces. Like, it got really old really quick. Then this person came out with this game called Sonic Suggests, and it's just like, that joke reminded me of that game. Plastic pandemonium. Like, in our, in my art chat, I have an art chat with all of my, friends from college, all my, former classmates, but friends from college, and they all have, like, crazy nicknames, and one of the guys' name was, Edgelord, and I forgot who suggested this, but they were like, he changed it to a border at which a line terminates, which is just like, I guess, the edge part. And then we had another guy who was he was tired guy, and I suggested he be renamed into Exhausted Fella, and now he is just Exhausted Fella. It's not that funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. Did my music stop? Oh my god, where'd it go? Oh, okay, YouTube does that autoplay thing where it won't, unless it's in a playlist, it won't play unless you are on this app. Here we go! This is the real Metallic Madness. Do this a little more efficiently this time. I'm dancing so hard right now that I couldn't find the E button for erase. So my pen was just like jiggling around on the canvas real quick. That jazz part gets me going. I love it. Like, I don't know what he's saying, but he's going off and it's fire. Ooh, hold on. Alright. So that loops around. But there's another theme. It's called Wacky Workbench. Bad Future from Sonic CD. This is what I imagine Delinquency sounds like. And the guitar solo, just, man. There we go. hard. Uh-oh. Oh, I know why my stream keeps stopping. I think it's because it's I have so much stuff open that it's using RAM. Hold on. Because it only happens when I save. The stream is only going till 5. Maybe I should just stop saving until 5. Alright, cool. Next. Alright, let me go back to this. That's true. You're so right. Yeah, I'll probably just keep saving. It only takes like a couple minutes. I don't want it to keep crashing the stream, but much rather be safe than sorry. Ooh, what is happening with that line? Yeah, okay, I'm there. I want you guys to know, so Asadi is fighting a gym battle right now, and they have gym regulators. The gym leaders have gym regulators. So she's on Doofer and she's fighting Brawly, and Brawly is particularly bad about this is Brawly, and this is his gym regulator Axel, and then there's Asadi. Brawly is really bad about breaking the rules, so they sent him a particularly strict gym regulator. So he's just like, the guy's just like, you have one more red card before you get disqualified, da da da. And then Brawly was just like, oh my god, I can't believe this battle's awesome. And he's like, Brawly, I swear to god, stop talking over me. I go on a lot of tangents, Sapphire, if you haven't noticed. Also, why does it seem like these lines are thicker? Whatever, I'm not bugging over it. It's gonna increase the line size. There we go. Ooh, got a little bit bigger. By bigger, I mean thicker. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying your time here, Sapphire. I'm glad too. I like having people to talk to. I mean, I was talking to myself too, but I like having someone there to talk back so I'm not completely crazy, you know? Actually, it's funny because I think I mentioned this last time, but I was really kind of nervous about having streams or doing art streams because I'm not like a super entertaining fella. But then I realized mid-stream, I was like, huh, when I am sitting here drawing, I talk to myself anyway. So, what's the difference talking to other people? Actually, it's kind of fun. By kind of, I mean really fun. I enjoy this. Even though for you guys, I'm just making lines, so I'm very sorry about that, but this one shouldn't take me much longer. So at least get 20 minutes of some kind of actual drawing in there. Oh, thank you! I'm glad you think I'm entertaining. I tried to interact with the chat. It was really bad because last time it was like a minute delay between what was going on screen and then what people were typing in the chat, because you know how YouTube does, or just how anything does really. Turns out I put the wrong setting. There was also a really bad robotic tone going on. Last time was just technical difficulties to stream, but it was still pretty fun. So now that we've got things working mostly right, I am enjoying it even more. I can talk to you guys without you messaging me like 3 years later and being like, oh yeah, that thing you said like 5 years ago? Or vice versa, you know? I didn't choose the right latency option last time. But we got it now. We're good. I want to try to do these every Saturday around 3 o'clock. It's weird because I was thinking, like today I was out with my mom and we were doing like apartment searching and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get home so I can stream at 3. And it was kind of funny because it was like, oh, I gotta go, do a job on the weekend. But only because it's a scheduled thing and I don't usually schedule things on the weekends. But I kind of enjoy it. It's like just coming home and working anyway. Yeah, I agree. I've seen some streams. Oh, you saw when I like moved it out of the way to look at your message. No, I agree with what you're saying, Sapphire. Because honestly, I've seen some streams where it's just like, it's not great. Sapphire, are you into games at all? I think, I don't know if I mentioned this while you were here, but I've got a friend coming over we're watching Detroit Become Human, and one of the guys who plays, oh, you love games. So do you know about Detroit Become Human? That game just came out, like, what, a few months ago? Feels like it was just yesterday, but... Okay, so it's a PS4 exclusive. It's about androids and getting their freedom, and it's a Quantic Dreams game, so it's a QTE-based game, but there's 3 characters. There's Connor, Marcus, and Kara, and my favorite character, personally, is Connor, because Connor's story is the best, in my opinion. But Connor's, so since it's a Quantic Dreams game, they're all about their graphics and getting getting characters that look like they're actors, so they do motion capture. Lines, there we go. They do motion capture, and Connor, Marcus, Kara, everybody's voice actors, they look like the characters, give or take, you know, eye color changes, outfits, stuff like that. So Connor's actor is named Brian Deckard, which I will put in the chat. His name is Brian Deckard, and he is honestly a gem. Like, I'm so glad I stumbled upon him, because he does, he Twitch streamed the entire game, and it's weird because he plays one of the main characters, but there were parts where, like, he couldn't do stuff because of insurance or whatever, so he had a stunt double where he didn't know what was gonna happen, so you get, like, that reactionary, part, but he's just him and Amelia, which is his wife. They're just so positive, and they're wonderful streamers. Like, I didn't realize I would try or want to start streaming until I started watching them. They really inspired me in that aspect. But I also didn't realize how much fun streaming is. Yeah, I know! He looks so young! He's really cute. He looks, from some angles, he kinda looks like, Tom Holland, which is also really funny. Cause there's like one picture where he's looking at his cell phone, and every time I see that picture, I'm like, oh, it's Tom, wait a minute. It is definitely not Tom Holland. But yeah, if you ever want to look at Detroit, I would definitely look at Brian's playthrough of it, because he gives so many interesting tidbits about the game, since, you know, he worked on the game and everything. He gives so many interesting behind-the-scenes things about it. And, you know, stuff that he improvised. Also, Clancy Brown is in the game, and Clancy Brown is awesome. He plays, Hank, which is a detective that Connor, the character Connor gets paired up with. And Clancy Brown is just an incredible actor in general, so seeing him in a video game playing like this grumpy old police guy with this dog is pretty great. Yeah? Okay, so his wife, Amelia, is also really cute. Like, I was watching their stream, and I was like, oh, I'm like slightly too bi for this. Like, everyone is super cute. But yeah, you should definitely check it out. There we go. His Twitch is twitch.tv/Brian Deckard. It's just very straightforward. I feel like his hair doesn't go down that far. Yes, better. Yeah. Yeah, right? See, I've told people, I'm like, oh my god, like, Brian's really cute. But Amelia is also, like, a goddess. And they're just like, yeah, she's just kind of a normal girl. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? She's so pretty! She actually reminds me of my boss, which is really scary. She looks kind of exactly like my boss. Which is, you know, it's scary, but it also brings it back to the whole, you know, oh, they're just people sort of thing. They look like, they have a vlog on their Twitch where they're going out and trying to find a wig, because she also plays a character in the game. So when they streamed the last playthrough of the game, they actually cosplayed. So they were trying to find her a blue wig for her character, and it was just them matching in glasses, going through a wig shop, and they were like such normal people. It was really precious. Let's try here. Ooh, the music just got really dire. This is from the end of the game, y'all. That is not even thinking about being on the same plane. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Is this... It's gonna be now. Let's say the center's here. Am I drawing down here? No, I'm not. Okay. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Brian, or not Brian, Brendan's lumpy head back here. Sorry, buddy. There we go. I feel like it's really crooked. That's because it is, Deja. Oh, hold up. My tablet's crooked. There we go. That would be why the line's not on the right angle. Wow, this vending machine is really just giving me the runaround. Where's my reference? Where are you at? Vending machine. There you are. Oh, thank goodness. There we go. This water machine that I'm looking at on reference says 25 cents for a water bottle. Where is that at, and where can I get some? Oh my god. I literally almost put down 25 too. Who sells their water bottles for 25 cents out of a machine? That's so good. I haven't seen a water bottle for 25 cents in years. I don't know where they're located at, but props to them for keeping their people hydrated. There we go. Let's How do I do all those separately? That was weird. There we go. This water machine is getting some TLC. I don't know why I'm spending so long on this. That's something I want to improve on though. I want to spend more time on the details. I guess, yeah. Even water coolers get TLC. Not just the character station. Wonder what this theme is. Oh, this is the pinball theme. Cute. Yes, this is the theme for everything. The theme for my life. This is this is what plays when I realize I did a stupid thing and then I look into the camera. Like The Office. And then, like, a lollipop appears on my face and it says sucker. That's exactly what plays. Why did I do this much to this vending machine? Like, in hindsight, it is 4:57 right now, and I have done a back of a head and a vending machine. It's so wild. It's okay. The vending machine comes back into play later on. So it wasn't totally useless to flesh out what it looks like. Should I say grab or push? You should say push, right? Grab is kind of a weird thing. There you go. Look, it's vending machine Chan. Here she go. Safe? It's safe? It freeze. It's freezing. Thank you. This vending machine is probably one of the best things I've drawn on this page so far, let's be honest. Oh, it's saved. Okay, good. And the stream didn't crash. Guys, we did it! There we go. Oh my god, this theme doesn't sound nearly as menacing when it's like half speed. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it's kind of fire still though. So this is what I mean, y'all, by like the importance of referencing. I'm literally looking up right now what automatic glass doors look like, because like I could just draw a regular random glass door, but I want it to look like it belongs in the world and not like I don't know how to draw backgrounds, you know what I mean? And you never think that you wouldn't know how to draw a glass door, but that just comes from a lack of a visual reference. Like, I'm not going around looking at glass doors like, oh, what does this lovely glass door look like in detail, excruciating? Let me take a look. But now that I need to draw it, it's like, now I need to become acutely aware of what glass doors look like, you know? Thought he is not that tall. Stop it. It's 5 o'clock, but let me finish drawing Asadi real quick and end it. Bonus leftovers. Somebody was talking about legit leftovers the other day, and I got so excited. They were like, I love leftovers, and I was like, oh. They were just talking about food. I mean, I was still like, oh, because food is great. Spaghetti. What happened over here? There we go. Body's got a lot going on with this leg here. Let's see. Should not be that far out. Oh, shoes. Shoes are my nemesis. Truly. I hate drawing feet. One day. I'll learn one day. see, something about the way that looks is just not quite what I need in life. Maybe? Somebody's back leg should be up like this. It looks like she's doing like a cute jog. I like that. And she's trying to rush into the gym before her enthusiasm for fighting and being a trainer runs out. Then we'll give her. Ooh, you're having steak for dinner? Lucky. I feel that though, having to do like other stuff while you're watching streams. Especially when they're live, it's hard to keep up. You're just like, oh, what do they say? I guess I'll catch it in pose. But I'm about to end it anyway, because I need to get ready for people coming over. That's cute. I like that. Might tweak it later, but... Oh no. There we go. Cobblestones outside. Hey, any steak is high quality steak if you make it right. Let's be honest. You could get dollar steak from Aldi's. You fry it up with some A1 sauce or Worcestershire sauce, and this shit tastes like you got it from Bonefish Grill or something. Alright. Link to my webcomic is... That is the link to my DeviantArt page, but I can send you the link to the first page too. And let me, while I'm doing that, go ahead and save. There we go. The first page should take you to, or that link to the first page should take you to a page that looks like this. This is 3 years ago. Oh, okay. You have a DeviantArt too. Cool. Yeah, definitely give me a follow, and I'm gonna look you up and follow you too. But yeah, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. This is a 3-year-old page, so just know that the art style changes a lot throughout the comic. Because this is my improvements project. It's me working on this, and 1, trying to actually finish something I start, but 2, also improving my art by practical means as opposed to just doing studies. Oh, I made my DeviantArt way back in 07 because I wanted to read Naruto smut, and you needed an account to review NSFW. Actually, my name is Pakara, because that is that's the name of my Naruto OC, who was Gaara's girlfriend. So I just named her Pakara, I don't know. Yeah, you know, 2007. We were all a little off sometimes. I don't want to lose your name. There it is, Remuka. Let me give you... Right. Okay, cool. I got your, I got that you watched me. yeah, that origin story. it's kind of wild, I'll be honest. But yeah, I am done doing art for today. Well, for right now, streaming wise. Just turn down the music so it is like blasting in my ear right now. Is this Mean Bean? This is Mean Bean, which is Puyo Puyo, in Sonic. All heroes have an origin story. My origin story is weird. It's like, oh senpai, tell us where you came from, and then I tell you that, and then you lose all respect for me. Like, all at once. But, wow. And then this song plays as everyone's walking away and shaking their head in disappointment. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna go out and actually get some candy, because, your girl's craving it. But thanks everyone who came out, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves and had a good time. Met some new people. I know there's you know, Sapphire, I don't know you really. Emily, I know you from school, and then Mav, I know you from DeviantArt. So I like getting all of my friends in one place. So I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed each other's company, enjoyed my company, enjoyed watching me struggle around with lines, because that's always fun. Actually, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, did I delete the wrong frames? Or, if I zoom out... Did I delete the wrong frames? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Yay, what? But yeah, it's so hard to say goodbye, my friends. But, I'm gonna go. So, this has been Deja Duel's art stream number 2. I won't be streaming next weekend because I'm actually going to New Jersey to Kinokuniya to get more books, because that's what I need is more books. So, I won't be streaming next weekend. I might do an improv stream this week just because I like it and I want to get some work done before I go away. But I'll keep you posted on that. Emily, I could just tell you through Discord, and Mav, you know this too, but Sapphire, you're on DeviantArt, I post like status updates, so you should get that in your inbox, status update. Peace! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave now. Thanks for stopping by. No problem, thank you for coming. See ya!